neutral opinion. Subscribe. When a man becomes wealthy and so successful in Nigeria, especially if such becomes a billionaire, a lot of speculations will begin to arise as to how he makes his money. Some may begin to brand such a criminal or maybe a fraudster, or someone who cheats others to make a whole lot of money. How did Herbert Wigwe make his money? How did they become so successful? How did he rise up to become the highest shareholder in Access Holdings and later becoming their CEO? This is the story of Herbert Wigwe and how he rose up the ladder of success in Nigeria. Herbert Wigwe, the Chief Executive Officer of Access Holdings PLC, died some few weeks back in an unfortunate helicopter crash, which took his life, the life of his son, his beautiful wife, and also a business associate in California, United States of America. Herbert Wigwe is a very disciplined and hardworking man. He helped transform Access Bank from the bottom to the top, bringing it from the 65th largest bank in Nigeria as at the point he met it, and later raised the net worth of the bank to 2.4 trillion naira in assets as at September 2023, after he and his partner bought the bank. The death of Herbert Wigwe is another big tragedy for Access Bank, who lost their chairman just 2 months before the death of Herbert Wigwe. Bababode Oshunkoya died after a brief illness 2 months before the unfortunate incidents that took the life of Herbert Wigwe, his wife, and his son. Now let me dive into how it all began. Herbert Wigwe was born in Ibadan in August 1966. His father was a civil servant back then, and he once led the state-owned Nigerian Television Authority, that is the NTA, and his mother was a nurse as at the time he was born. Herbert Wigwe hails from Isioko, Ikwere local government area of Rivers State, Nigeria. Herbert Wigwe went from primary to secondary and later graduated from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, with a second-class upper degree in accounting. That was in 1987. After graduating, he started as a graduate assistant at Copper and Librand Associates Limited, therefore becoming a chartered accountant in 1989. Fast forward to 1991, he completed a master's in banking and finance at North Wales University, now known as Bangor University in the United Kingdom. He later earned a Master of Science degree in Financial Economics from the University of London and became an alumnus of the Harvard Business School Executive Management Program. His exploits did not start just in Access Bank. He had a very successful and remarkable career at the Guarantee Trust Bank, GTB, where he rose to the ladder to the point of becoming the executive director just when Herbert Wigwe was 32. While Herbert Wigwe was at GT Bank, things took a twist for the positive turn. At GT Bank, he allied with his longtime friend and business partner, Aigboje Umukwede, also an executive director at the bank at the time, and the both of them made a bid to buy the shaking Access Bank in 2022. According to his partner, Mr. Umukwede, As at March 2022, they already acquired the bank, and he was only 26 years old at that time, but already had 10 years of senior management banking experience at GTB. He revealed this in his book, Leaving the Tarmac. He also revealed in his book that he had until 2015 to continue growing the bank and prepare for a smooth transition to Herbert Wigwe. At 36, both men were deemed too young to acquire a bank by officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria back then. As a result of this, the central bank delayed the approval of the takeover on that ground. When Herbert Wigwe finally took over from his partner in 2015, after he had served as the deputy managing director since the bank was acquired by he and the partner, the total assets of Access Bank were about 2.6 trillion naira. He helped to grow this by 723% in less than 9 years. What an achievement! He spearheaded the bank's merger with the defunct Diamond Bank. That was in 2019, a business combination which created an atmosphere for more success. Due to this single move and the merger, the Access Bank became the largest bank by customer base with over 42 million customers at the time. Under his watch, Access Bank transitioned into a holding company in 2022, and this enables it to be able to diversify into financial services like payments, pensions, and asset management. Herbert Wigwe led Access Holdings through several mergers. He acquired other banks outside Nigeria, in Africa, in countries such as South Africa, Zambia, Angola, Botswana, Mozambique, and even Kenya. Before his untimely death, he was about to take over a Uganda Finance Trust Bank Limited. Also, Standard Chartered banking businesses in Cameroon, the Gambia, Tanzania, and Sierra Leone. The group also made a big achievement this January under the watch of Herbert Wigwe, as the group got the CBN's approval in principle for a consumer lending division called Oxygen X Finance Company Limited, and previously acquiring Megatech Insurance Brokers Limited, Sigma Pensions Limited, and First Guarantee Pension Limited. Despite all these achievements, Herbert Wigwe wanted more, not just more, he wanted to affect the life of others. I don't need to tell you how he was a philanthropist and how he was the backbone of the Redeemed Parish, where he fellowships in Victoria Island, Lagos. Mr. Herbert Wigwe, before his death, had invested $500 million in building a university in Isiokpo, Rivers State, Nigeria, focusing on management, engineering, science, IT, and creative art. If you go through his story over and over again and how he rose to the top, it would be unfair to brand this man evil, or even the fraudster, as some said. Thanks for watching.